Gemini, welcome. This is your weekly reading and it is the 19th of October. We are still in Libra season. This is a reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Let's just pull a few major arcana cards for you. We have the Wheel of Fortune, very nice. Luck, changing, something that is meant to happen as well. It's also, it's something about your luck changing. Obviously, it can go the other way too, but we have it in the upright, so that's a good sign. And we have the Devil. It's asking me to clarify again, so I will do that. You could be dealing with another Gemini, or you could be dealing with a Capricorn. Now, I also see here, so there is a person here who's very obsessed with you. This person now, there's a new opportunity for this person to come in different. So the Magician is always someone that's on a stage performing. But with the Devil, the two together, it's like someone on the Devil on steroids, meaning that the Devil has the physical presence of the negative, but they can come through as someone very positive. And they are, taking the stage and center of attention. So it can be a negative. But it just depends here what approach they have. I'm getting that there's an opportunity for someone to get rid of their ego. If they continue, there is something about with the ego, and if they're not releasing the ego, if they're not releasing, could be a third party, an addiction, then they aren't really going to take advantage of the resourceful Magician. And when it comes to you, they could then sabotage this new opportunity they potentially have with you, Gemini. But we are going to see how these cards are integrating in your reading. So let's just dive into your reading, Gemini. Please like, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Please bear with me this morning. I had a very poor night's sleep after a very long week, and I feel a bit, what do you call it? My head can't seem to be waking up, but anyway, you call it a zombie. Anyway, that's what happens when you spend 7 days a week on a screen and too late. All right, so I have meditated over your cards and your reading today, and so now we just need the cards here to show the messages. All right, Gemini. Yeah, the Justice. I feel here a karmic cycle have ended. I feel that there is peace around you, and obviously you would like to keep this peace. There was a breaking news or a kind of a revelation in the past about someone and a situation, and now you can see clearly. You have leveled up, and you might have seen someone's true color and not in a good way. All right, I'm seeing now. This is Gemini, someone. Oh, I'm seeing now. Okay, that's why my head feels like very, I don't know, there's something in the energy. All right, someone here is very much obsessed with what went wrong, or obsessed with coming back, or obsessed with not losing out on an opportunity, but not in a, it's like not obsessed in a good way, let's say. What I mean by that, it's like they are focusing on the wrong, something they should just let go, and they should, they're exhausting themselves, they're exhausting an opportunity with this connection because they can't let something go. That's what I'm picking up on. And I think that is the issue. It can be something to do with spending. Maybe they have an addiction. Maybe this person, I feel like there's an addiction an addiction that have got the better of them, where they have lost themselves, and then losing relationships as well. You have seen something about this person which have sort of been alarming, and you are sort of, even though you have feelings for them, now something have come up, Gemini, which you are like, okay, well, that changes things. So that's just not for everyone, but for a few of you. Okay, let's clarify. Why is the Judgment, the Empress, and the Page of Wands here? Okay, something to do about... Okay. I see that you have been very courageous and you held your ground. You've been silent. You have observed someone. I do see here that, okay. So they see you maybe moving on with someone else. They see you as like you feel that this love with them is unrequited. You feel that there is disappointment. Sorry, my stomach. You know, their intentions is to come back together. They have gone inwards. They want to recover. That's their plan. I do feel here potentially that the issue was a third-party situation as well. I feel that this person they did something foolish. They were on a crossroads. I feel that's what's happened here. They were on a crossroads. They know that you know the truth, Gemini. Yeah. The Seven of Swords in reverse. You do know the truth. Your advice is to heal, look for new opportunities. You're following your higher selves, or you're guided by your higher self. And there is a new soulmate around you. For some of you, you were dealing with maybe another Gemini or an Aquarius or Libra. What you don't see coming, that there is someone who have gone through a change, perhaps who is stepping into this new version of themselves. But maybe something has happened in the past. There's something about the Wheel of Fortune and the Devil, which it was a devastating moment for someone. It was like the worst that could happen, or it's like something came to light about this person which you cannot unsee, and you have a different idea or view about this person after this, well, after what you have seen, basically. Sorry, I had to get on the air condition. It's warm. I'm getting here that, okay, so we're going back to the beginning. I feel here, Gemini, that because the Magician is someone who lures people in a way of using their curiosity and wonder, which is positive, but you can also have too much of the Magician's show. But the Devil is someone who, or something often, that lures people's weakness. So I think here that someone has a weakness or an attachment to someone, a karmic connection, who there is a third party, and there is someone here, yeah, there is a codependent relationship, basically, where I feel that they moved away from someone, and there is some kind of weakness to do with their own codependency or attachment. Or someone that was luring them in to do something for them and using some kind of seduction. So I feel here that it has to do with something that came up with a third party situation, and that you are aware of it, and someone used them in a way, and it has to do with money, or something happened here. So that has happened. Now there's an opportunity to learn from this lesson. I think in a positive way, this person, Gemini, actually, the people only change anything when they suffer. This person did suffer a lot, both financially, emotionally, and with their health. I see this person now have an opportunity to improve their health, their mind, and start over. And there is collaboration. This person starting to feel like on top of things. And their intentions is to apologize. Their intentions is to have an opportunity to heal this with you. So they are in a good place from that perspective. However, what has happened is something karmic, and obviously something that might have kept this distance between the two of you, Gemini. So let's see what's going to happen here. I'm going to, okay, gosh, these cards are, but the outcome is very positive, and what you don't see coming is that someone is healing or following the higher self, and this person is actually making positive changes. I'm going to just go over the cards again. Yeah, this person is working on themselves. This person is healing themselves. This person is looking at ways to stay in a situation where they are not chasing empty cups or not being lured by empty cups. Why is the Queen of Wands here? Double confirmation of Queen of Wands. Could you have Leo in your chart? There is breakthrough coming out of the cold. I'm getting Leo energy. So I'm getting forward movement. The Six of Cups. We have energy of Libra. Energy of Libra again. They might see you as not being able to forgive them. They might see you as you rather not be, you rather sort of stay without love than get back together with them. They see you as not forgiving them as well. So what is showing up in your feelings, Gemini, is the Knight of Cups. And yeah, you are in your head because you have seen a truth about them. But there is a breakthrough when it comes to this person, actually. It's saying kind of not to force it, of course. I do see someone who really wants to communicate and take accountability. That's what I see. For some of you, it can be a relationship that was karmic that you dealt with, and it took some time to heal from that cycle. But yeah, it was a karmic relationship that blocked this union. All right. I do feel someone is now ready to stand up for you. And what it means is, like, this person will stay grounded. They will be honest, more practical about the connection. They see things different now, which is positive. Yeah, there is a someone have matured, which is very positive. It's like they're looking into something about looking into what they have. Looking into, it's like their business as well. Not doing things on a whim, accepting that they have to look at the finer details. They have to apply their wisdom, and they can't just keep selling dreams. So I don't know, something like that came up. But it is a major change from a loss and this person feeling exhausted, exhausting their resources. But so what I'm seeing here, Gemini, I feel that you are going to be at first, when you hear from this person, you're gonna feel up in your head about it. You don't know what to feel. You have elevated. You feel just like, yeah, you have calmed the beast within them, maybe, and you see the result of that. But you're gonna see this person trying to hold on to you and trying to fight for you as well, make a stand for you. So it's positive, but I think what they realize that your feelings have diminished a lot or vanished even completely, and they have to accept that in order perhaps for the two of you to come together, or for the romance to bloom again, for this to get off the ground, for this to move into a relationship, it's not going to be like before. It has to come from them being very honest and practical about a situation, and not try to repeat something over and over and expect that you will have the same relationship in a way. There's something that has to change. If they are open to this change, it's possible that this relationship, or this can turn into a relationship. So maybe this reading doesn't resonate for everyone. This person also have to give you space and accept that your space isn't. If they start acting as in, the space that you need, or if they convert it into, they're not interested in me, they don't think I look good, and they're becoming tedious and start craving this kind of annoying attention in a way, then that's not going to work. And which is initially what they're going to try. But if they give you space and they work on themselves, they have to continue. Someone has to continue, I feel, with, it's like you're going to see a positive change. You're going to see a positive change that, there's hope for this person, actually. They're speaking the truth. They are actually making an effort. I do feel like it has to do with working on themselves. I do feel that it has to do with some kind of consistency. You know what, like, it has to do with? This person have spent a lot of time being a bit flamboyant, talking about what they can do, how good they are at something, and you're just bored of the same story for some of you. And then you just want someone to be more practical, or just to be down to earth, and kind of just, more down to earth, basically, and stop showing off. And maybe that has been an addiction. So that's the change you're going to see in this person. I think if you are, this conversation that you might have, if it gets to that, it will make them hopeful and very, very happy. The advice is that this connection can heal, that there's an opportunity for this connection to bloom and for you to be happy. You could, be similar in some ways, but the lies and the strategies, and see, there was secrets as well. There was heightened emotions. There was a lot of, something about a secret. Something about a secret. But, if this, I really see here that things can change. Something happened that sabotaged this connection. I don't feel like that has to be in focus. I do pick up that it had to do with something that was physical, a physical reaction to the devil's pulling on their weakness. It might not even have to do with a third party, but it might be like they drained themselves. So they were just almost like a zombie at some point, something like that. So you stop seeing their qualities. But so you see this person changing something. You see this person trying to change. You see this person following their higher self. What you don't see coming is that this person, they want things to move forward. They are expressing love. They are expressing that they're contributing with some kind of harmony and balance, or like how you can be in a partnership as well. So there are positive signs that you will see in the near future. And perhaps it is you, Gemini, who have tamed them, and you see that. But during the process of taming them, your emotions isn't really on display at the moment. And it says that your emotions are there, but not the same as before. But they will come back if the two of you, if there is like this space, and it's like this person continuing with more of the same when it comes to positive change, working on themselves, working. It's just this person maybe, yeah, unrequited love. There wasn't enough attraction to keep a chemistry in a relationship they stayed in. Maybe they stayed there anyway. Maybe someone is 37 years old. I don't know. There could be a third party situation as well. And for some of you, you're dealing with someone who stayed in and someone with Libra in their chart maybe, or Leo. They stayed in a relationship for a very long time that was unrequited. And so because they stayed in this relationship, they actually caught some really bad habits. So maybe that was what sabotaged them. So it's like they stayed there for, okay, that was the safety. That's how they just stay there because they was going to prove their loyalty. But actually it just like they lost the balance in life and the important ingredients and looking into what life and why they should be in a relationship. I don't know. There's something about their relationship style was just off, I think. And maybe they try the same with you. I don't know. There's something about this person's warped way of what a relationship should be, or what happened as they remained in this relationship. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Anything else here for Gemini? So it led to some kind of poverty, a habit, an addiction they have since being in this relationship. They did in silence, but still covered by stability. But actually, yeah, now when they're not in this karmic relationship, but the addiction might be there or was there. And that's how you've seen this person and their true colors. So this is not resonating for everyone. Mercury retrograde. So maybe something happened in the Mercury retrograde. We have honeymoon phase, attending someone's wedding. Someone could get a message. You know what yeah, you're definitely dealing with an air sign. This person is on a journey of self-discovery and taking accountability. They are experiencing pain based on their addiction potentially and hurting other people, and they see that they have pushed you away and that you no longer see this person as charming and seductive, or maybe that was the thing they had. So they got a lot of attention from you, but actually at some point, because this person stayed in this unrequited relationship and were chasing happiness with you, and they felt they had the best of both worlds, but actually some truth came up and now they just look like someone that is just lying, cheating, stealing, And also someone who, it's like, no, they don't have the best of both worlds. They were, I don't know, someone used them, something to do with their money. Yeah, that's what I feel. The third party isn't really showing up so much. I think it's just them staying in this situation. And now they're moving away. So we have the Chariot, honeymoon. Maybe this person will propose. I think you'll say no. What you want from this person is for them to stand up for you and for them to be who they say they are. But if they stay on this path, which I feel according to these messages they will, because the pain they experienced by the loss of you and the shame they went through, and something about like the shame and the pain, also watching those they do love suffer, that they don't want to repeat that. So I feel here this person has changed course, and this person is going to do whatever it takes not to end up in this situation again. But again, as it happens, of course, if you have been dealing with this person, you have seen this person at their worst in a way, and maybe too much of the worst, so that you no longer know if you have feelings or you need some time. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. There is an offer. They are going to... an offer is on standby. There's a transformation. Yeah. Look, I think, Gemini, what's going to happen is that you will end a relationship with this person, or you need to stand your ground. You feel you need to make this person suffer enough because you have suffered. There's something very specific, and I'm sorry if it doesn't resonate with all of you. Yeah. Okay. If you rush this according to how they want, it's like if they're reaching out, or you get back in touch with them the same as before, then I feel that there will be an ending. There will be everything, like the history repeats itself. For some of you, maybe it did a couple of times. It's something here that did repeat itself. But the outcome, you see, it is the Two of Cups and the Chariot, which is telling me that there is a relationship in front of you. Have you got someone else? Maybe there is an offer. There is a surprise. There's luck. You're following your intuition. I mean, Gemini, you are on the crossroads. So you are showing up as the Empress. Who is this person that Gemini will move forward with, spirits? All right. So it isn't someone with Cancer in their chart. Cancer Pisces. Yeah, someone with Cancer Pisces in their chart. But what you don't see coming, that there is, there's a complete closure to a situation. Wow. Yeah, there's an ending. And then what you don't see coming is this harmony, a wedding. Wow. Well, I would say that someone will stand up for you no matter what. I feel one person in your life is out of your life for sure. Because we have here, expect to hear from them soon, honeymoon phase, attending someone's wedding. Wow, there is definitely a change that you don't see coming. Yeah, wow. It's for most of you, Gemini, this is you not accepting someone's message, not accepting anything from them because before you have healed well and truly from the situation and before you are aligned with your own feelings. I believe that's what is going to happen. The outcome is wish fulfillment. The outcome is forgiveness. The outcome is romance and a relationship, and it's blooming. But that is going to happen only if a cycle and an ending has truly gone full cycle. It's something that cannot be rushed. Yeah, wow, it's bizarre. It has to do with someone really has to suffer, someone really has to go through it. It's not about you making them suffer, but it's about an ending that has to be an ending and not back and forth. Because then the healing cannot take place. So I do see that what you either don't see coming or didn't see coming, it is an ending that you have to, even if it takes a lot of strength or did take a lot of strength, you have to stick with it because only then a new beginning can come, because this person will only go through this change as they see from you that unless they go through this change, you do not have any feelings for them and you don't really know if your feelings will resurface. So that's what's going on. I'm going to leave it at that. Hopefully it makes sense. Thank you. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.